In today's video, should you be cutting or bulking to reach your goals?
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from Pro Physique, back from a great weekend in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. What's up, my Canadian friends? Yeah, wonderful city. I've said it before, but I love me some Toronto. Not only do I love the city just because it's wonderful and like the people there are so nice, and the downtown area is so easy to get around, and there's so many great like places to go and eat, and the food, it's just, you know, I also get like a 30% discount because I got that Murica money. So thank you, Canadian economy, for the discount. But it was even if it would have been a 1-to-1 ratio, it was still very, very affordable. So yeah, Toronto, A+. As hot as Florida is right now, I'm thinking about making it my summer home. What I like to do is go through my Instagram direct messages, as you guys know. So if you're not following my Instagram, follow it all in here. And I kind of go through a couple questions, and I try to get a beat on what's going on, what you guys are interested in. And man, today's video, it was like I was getting bashed over the head. So I'll post some of the questions up here, but I think I probably found 5 or 6 of the same question, right? The same kind of theme behind that question. So that tells me it is really on people's mind right now. And so I think it's important that we talk about it. And that is, should I be focused on losing fat, or should I be focused on building muscle and losing the fat later if I'm unhappy with how I look right now? Essentially, I'm carrying too much body fat. And I have some pretty interesting thoughts on that because, you know, as someone who kind of goes through different phases of, you know, putting on muscle, getting lean for shows, I kind of have come up with a theory on the idea behind body composition changes. And a lot of us are under the assumption, and rightfully so, that to put on muscle, you have to be eating a lot, and to lose body fat, you have to be eating very little. But for most of us, we are not in a place that I would consider our optimal eating and training lifestyle, okay? When you take what you're doing and start to optimize things, and by that I mean start tracking your food, start taking your workouts seriously, stop having weekend benders, and make your fitness goal a priority, something magical happens. You actually lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. Why? Because you haven't put on the muscle that you could have if you were training properly and eating properly. Likewise, your body's carrying more body fat than it needs to because you're not living a truly fit lifestyle. Now, living a truly fit lifestyle is a bit like being a monk, okay? It's very restrictive. And if you want the results that you're after, you're gonna have to make some changes to your day-to-day approach to getting in the gym and eating. And for some of us, it's not the funnest way to live. Listen, when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, my priority was my friends, my bros, some girls, having fun, what was going on the weekend, someone having a party. Those were my priorities. Not until I got into my, you know, early 30s to mid 30s did I start to make myself a priority. I think we spend a lot of our lives trying to impress other people. And for me, a lot of my life was about being social and figuring out that dynamic of my life. For some people, they figured out a lot earlier. I probably didn't have enough self-confidence to stop pleasing other people early on. But you get to a certain point in your life and you start realizing what's important to you. And for those of you that are asking me this question, I don't know it. I don't know if that's what you're feeling, if the psychology's behind it. But if your immediate thought to getting lean or putting on muscle is, well, I don't know if I can cut out my weekend benders. I don't know if I can cut out, you know, Monday night with the guys where we go drinking, and if you can't cut those things out, you're not going to get the best results. You can still get fine results. But what most of you are after here is a look that requires a bit more dedication than the average bro is going to put in. Most of us bros, and I was one of them for years, are gonna kill the gym, right? We can get in the gym 5-6 days a week and kill it. And we can head up, have some protein shakes and some chicken breasts throughout the week. But Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, if that phone rings, or maybe it's a text, or I don't know what the kids are doing these days, maybe you're on Bumble or swiping something. But as soon as we get that invitation to do something a bit fun, We kind of escape, okay, from or depart from our fitness lifestyle. And I've been fortunate to be around a lot of people that I would consider the elite in terms of, bodybuilding and fitness culture. And there's something I've noticed. It's consistency. Okay, so people that are in love or obsessed or dealing or just want to be the most fit, they say no to a lot of things. So they might say no to that second beer, okay? They'll say no to going out till 3 in the morning. Why? Because they got to get up early and get their workout in. Otherwise their whole day is shot, okay? So if it comes to what's more important to you, you have to ask yourself that. You have to be honest, because you guys can ask me the questions all you want, but until you make the change, it's not going to happen. So what's the right answer? Should you cut first or should you bulk first? I say you do them at the same time, because you're not optimal. You're not hitting your numbers daily. You're not hitting your training properly, and you're not sleeping enough, and you're not getting up early enough to get your work done throughout the day. Okay? You're getting a couple good workouts in, and you're playing catch up the rest of the week. Okay? You start off the week great. Thursday or Friday, you might cut the workout short. You go out, you stay out too late, you're sleeping until noon. I'll have a pizza for lunch. Okay? This is just my assumption, but I've got a lot of experience, both personally and with people that I've worked with. Fitness as a lifestyle kind of starts here first, okay? It starts here first. It doesn't start with just going to the gym and being a bro, okay? You gotta be in it. You gotta be committed to it. And if you do that, you don't need to worry about cutting or bulking right away. You just start living the lifestyle, and I promise you, your body fat's gonna go down, your muscle's gonna increase because you're being consistent. And then you're gonna get into a nice place where you look good all the time, and then you can get a little bit more specific, okay? Then you can focus on, hey, what are some real substantial goals I can set for myself? And I say it all the time, but for me, the bodybuilding stage and the powerlifting platform are where it's at, okay? Those two things, leave no excuse behind. When you have a date set of getting on a bodybuilding stage or a powerlifting platform, you are going to get the work in necessary to get that done. Doesn't mean you need to be Phil Heath, okay? Doesn't mean you need to be Ronnie Coleman, okay? But you gotta have that mindset. You gotta have that level of dedication. And something else happens when you do that. Everything else falls into place. When you dedicate yourself to something and you achieve it, you start to look at all the other things that you're doing in your life and you realize, if I dedicate myself to that thing, I can achieve it, okay? The people that I know that excel in bodybuilding, that excel at the sport of competitive fitness, whatever endeavor that is, they excel at a lot of things, okay? They're not just one-trick ponies. They are successful dads, successful entrepreneurs, business owners, successful education-wise. They're just doing great things. And that common trait is because we put that same level of effort and dedication that we do into our fitness into all areas of life. So this was a bit more of a philosophy video, because I'm not going to tell you how many macros to eat or if you should cut or bulk if you're not doing all the things philosophically correct. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.